Hello, my name is METİN Arıdaşır. This is 87th part of explanation of my theory. Nothing can give mass to electron motion form. Mass is angular spherical intrinsic motion property of electron. According to my theory and my formulas, 1. Mass is intrinsic motion property of intrinsic cyclical, regular, repetitive motion forms of meta-sensation perception matter that I put forth and I named as electron motion form. Motion property. Mass is motion property. I emphasize this. Motion property. Mass is motion property. Angular spherical motion property is mass. One of properties. Because there is no mass for at rest object. 2. Prerequisites for existing mass are. Prerequisites for existing mass are: A. There must be spherical motion forms. B. Therefore, there must be angular momentum, spin, h Planck's constant is I have put forth before. Remember from my former videos, Planck's constant is angular momentum of electron motion form, and it is spin of electron motion form also. Therefore, there must be angular momentum and wavelength, radius, and successive waves cycles for determine the mass. 3. Mass and momentum can be derived from my energy formulas. Here. My energy formulas, my different expression energy formulas. Here mass, here momentum, okay? And remember, angular momentum is equal to spin is equal to h. Planck's constant is equal to m. VR is equal to, this is remember two mass components of electron motion form, linear velocity components, then c direction component mass, linear velocity component mass, and different formulas, different results, but same momentums, okay? Now, mass and momentum can be derived from my energy formulas. Then, if initial wavelength lambda n, here, if initial wavelength lambda n is 0, mass is undefined. You cannot define the mass. Remember neutrino. You cannot sense through your tools, measuring tools, by your measuring tools, traditional measuring tools, cannot determine, cannot sense mass. Yes. Mass and momentum can be derived from my energy formulas. Then if initial wavelength is 0, this means if there is no spherical cycle, if there is only motion arrow, here, this is motion arrow, electron motion on spherical waves. But if electron motion form exceeds the speed of light, okay, then each cycle will be behind of it. There will be no cyclical motion form. There will be no sphere behind of sphere, jets, remember. And you cannot, this is motion arrow, black holes cannot annihilate this motion arrow. From eternity through eternity, I guess, motion arrow. If it is under the speed of light level velocity, again, it will produce and propagate successive waves, okay? Yes. Three. Mass and momentum can be derived from my energy formulas. Then, if initial wavelength is 0, this means if there is no spherical cycle, if there is only motion arrow, which its spherical waves are behind of it, as this arrow exceeds speed of light, that leaves the spherical motion jets behind it. In this circumstance, the mass will be undefined. So, we will lose to capable of to measure the mass. Remember, neutrinos. This doesn't mean there is no energy. There is energy. This doesn't mean energy loss. Okay. Have a good night. See you later.